What's up, Springfield Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, the home of the Springfield Tigers. Awful proud of it as they prepare for Week 13 as they'll play Columbiana Station. Another player profile sponsored by the WRS Wealth Advisors. Can't thank them enough for all the support at YSN. Proud to be joined by senior wide receiver, defensive back, Nick Slike. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, senior year. It's special for sure. But before we get into some football, talk a little bit about Nick Slike. Talk about your family a little bit and what it means to be a part of this Tiger football team.
I've been going to Springfield my whole life. I've been playing football since I ever can remember, and I can't thank my parents, my brother and sister for everything that they do for me and support me day in and day out.
Shout out to your family for sure. How special is it? You get to play two playoff years in a row. Last year was a little different with COVID, but Tiger Nation has been out in full force. How special is that for you to know you have that family support every home game, every away game, and especially in this big playoff game at Marlington? How special is that?
Oh, it's real special. Every week going into a game, just knowing you have so many people behind you, rooting for you, and it really gives you motivation to go in and do stuff for the community and just show out.
Well, proud to be joined by Nick Slike, senior wide receiver, DB. This senior group, talk about them a little bit. You guys are very close, have played a lot of football games together at Springfield, represent the community on and off the field so very well. Talk about how close this senior group really is.
Oh, we're so close. I mean, like going from lifting to summer workouts, just being together like double 7 hours a day. I mean, we'd go out and hang out after that, whether it's go get food or just go to someone's house and just spend time together. I mean, we're together all day in school and then after practice, like during practice. So we're real close. It really is a brotherhood.
Well, there's no doubt it's a brotherhood, a special one too. Last Saturday, you play your home game against Creston, a big opponent. The year before, you win in crazy fashion. Last week, come out, set a tone, and really dominate the football game. Last senior game for you guys as a group on that football field in front of that crowd. Talk about how special that was.
It really was bittersweet. I mean, just going out there and seeing like the community and coming to support you. Just knowing that's your last game out there and just enjoying every second on that field. It was real special.
Well, special time for this Tiger senior group. Come out with a big win, so they move on. Week 13, Columbia Station. We'll have it for you on YSNLive.com at 7 o'clock Saturday night. But Springfield Nation, they need you again. The fan support's phenomenal. You have a great student body. How key is that for you? Do you notice that when you're playing in this ball games? Do you notice that crowd support?
Yes. Sometimes you got to take your look up and just enjoy that how many people come out to support you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes you do. Other times you're kind of just zoned in, focused on the game, just like keep going forward. So,
well, zone in on what you do. Let's go defense first. Creston Norwayne scores first on you. I thought you guys answered that call. A little Coach Guerrero called it a punch in the mouth. What you're going to get in these playoffs, you guys have been a part of that. But defensively after that kind of dominated, got some turnovers. Talk about this defensive group, how good it could be.
Starting out at the beginning of the year, I mean, we faced a great team with South Range, and then going from there, I think we kind of started gelling together. Like weeks like Geneva, I think we played a great game, and then like ever since then, I think we kind of came together and played as a real defense. We run to the ball. Everyone plays their role, and it's really coming together. I think we could be a very dangerous team.
Well, keep playing the defense. They do, Tiger fans, and they will keep moving along. Offense or defensive guy, which one you like more?
I've always been a big offense guy.
Okay. So let's go offense. Bo Brungard at quarterback. You're one of the wideouts. I think your receiver group. Let's talk that first. Very talented group. After you lose a lot of guys last year in receiving, talk about the receivers this year and you being one of the leaders.
We have a lot of experience, honestly, coming back. And we had Joyce play last year, Jake Joyce. Shondell played last year, so that was nice to have like your three main that played last year. And then Dylan Chili stepped up this year. He's been playing great. Sean Guerrero has been playing great. So it's been nice to have that like a wide group of receivers. So
how fun is it to play on this offense? There's so many weapons. Bo can obviously run it or throw it. Bo Snyder, Sandina, running backs, all the receivers. It looks like when somebody tries to take one of them away, everybody else steps up. How fun is it to play on an offense like this with Coach Brungard as the offensive coordinator?
Oh, it's real fun. Every week, I mean, there's different plays coming in the playbook where you never know what it's going to be. Deep balls, like trick plays. I mean, we got everything in there. So it's definitely real fun to play in this offense.
With Nick Slike, player profile, senior wide receiver, DB, big game, Columbia Station Saturday night. We'll have it for you. Tiger Nation will be there in full effect. Game on turf, which you guys have played on. How nice will it be to travel knowing that the community will be behind you?
Oh, it'll be nice. Just going out and getting on some nice turf, finally getting out to like a farther place, like an hour or whatever, like Marlington. So it'll be nice to get out and see how we adapt to it. Coming in, like we haven't played that far in a while, so it'll definitely be a challenge, but I think we're definitely ready for it.
No doubt about it. You're ready for it. All right, you ready? We'll play some rapid fire. Okay. I love playing this with the Tiger group because I love some of your guys' answers. You can tell how close you are, Nick, because some of the answers, a lot of them are the same. But the first one I love leading off with, Coach Guerrero. When I say his name, what's the first word that pops into your mind?
I'd have to go with competitive.
Yeah, he is a very competitive person. Was on with him. You could tell he has a lot of confidence in you guys as a football team. So good competitive leader with quality kids that represent Springfield very well. All right, you're at Marlington on Saturday with the headphones on. What does Nick listen to get you hyped up for a big game?
I'm a big Drake fan. I like Lil Baby, but away games, I do like country music to kind of calm me down a little bit on the bus ride. I've been doing that a lot.
All right, so a little country music on the way there, and then gotta love Drake. I'm a big Drake guy myself, so pop that on for some motivation. Favorite college football team?
Ohio State.
Yeah, I like the Buckeyes too, starting to kick it in. Tough stretch. They got some big games coming up, but I think they'll be okay. Favorite pro football team?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Man, is this like the whole Springfield? I could tell you guys all have gone to school together for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Pittsburgh's playing good. There's no doubt about that. So you own my Browns, so we'll just leave that one there. Favorite class you've had at Springfield?
Probably accounting or carpentry with Coach Guerrero.
All right. So you want to shout out a couple teachers on YSN? It's all on you, Nick. Give a couple shout outs to whoever you want.
Shout out Mr. Snyder and shout out Mr. Toy.
All right. So shout out to both of those guys for providing all this great education for these Springfield athletes. Role models. Is there someone you lean on? Who's your role model you go to when maybe things aren't going the way Nick wants them to go? Who's Nick's biggest role model?
I'd say definitely my parents, but also I'd have to say my older brother, Johnny.
Okay. Shout out to your family. Again, I know your family, great family that loves watching their sons compete, no doubt. So shout out to them. Senior year, we talk about this all the time. You guys have one thing in mind, but I think we all know it is a state championship, but I think you guys do very well going week to week. Game by game, practice by practice. But how does Nick want this senior season to end?
Definitely holding up the state trophy.
Yeah. And if there's any team that deserves to hold up the state trophy, it's the Springfield Tigers. And from all of us at YSN, DJ, Brian, Scott, myself, we wish you guys nothing but the best. I've enjoyed doing this interview with you. You represent Springfield on and off the field, Nick, so very well. So Saturday night, get that country music going, then get Drake going, and Springfield Nation will be out in full force and get Week 13's win and move on to the next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All righty. Have a good night and best of luck Saturday.
You too. Thank you.
All righty.